Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of TNT Gaming. I'm your host T.
I'm Tasha.
And today we're going to be checking out the lore of The Legend of Zelda. Now, lately we've been watching a series developed by Major Link, which is a fan series going over the story of Zelda after the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. And before we jump into episode 3, our patron, Nova Defender, requested that we check out kind of like a prequel series or a compilation of videos going over the lore of, I guess, Link's journey up until that point.
And that'll help us, with the next episode.
Right. Well, it'll help you because I'm already familiar with this.
Excuse me, God. Prince.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, y'all. Jeez.
Link was born during the Hyrulean Civil War. The war raged on for years and eventually forced Link's mother to flee. Mortally injured, she traveled to the woods and entrusted her baby to the Great Deku Tree. Sensing the destiny that would one day call upon the boy, the Deku Tree accepted the request the mother made and raised Link like one of his own. The mother passed away soon after. Growing up, Link was always treated like an outcast by the others. Despite him looking just like a Kokiri, they refused to recognize him as one of their own, the reason being that he did not have a fairy. Some of the children, like Mido, even bullied him because of it. Only Saria was willing to be Link's friend. When Link was around 10 years old, he started to have ominous prophetic dreams where he saw a villainous person surrounded by dark clouds. These dreams were a sign. While Link didn't know what it meant, it spurred the Deku Tree to finally grant Link his very own guardian fairy. The joy Link felt was short-lived, however, as he soon found out that his father-like figure, the Great Deku Tree, was sick.
Together, Navi and Link were able to defeat the parasite infecting the Great Deku Tree. This man ceaselessly uses his vile, sorcerous powers in a search for the sacred realm within Hyrule. For it is that sacred realm that one will find a divine relic, the Triforce, which contains essence of the gods.
You gotta say it like an old man.
Oh.
Like a dying old man.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, too late. But he healed them, so he wasn't dying.
Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on this sacred Triforce.
Ooh, that's good. Hans. I like your accent.
Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm.
You're good, babe.
So are you.
That evil man. Damn him. cast the death curse upon me and sap my power.
Hey! The curse we destroyed, so you'll be good as new, right?
Now your valiant efforts to break my curse were successful. I was doomed before you started.
What? No, this isn't true. We made sure it was all gone.
Because of that curse,
Uh-oh.
my end is near.
Nigh.
Nigh.
Nay. Oh no.
When you're playing the game, this is a very sad, emotional moment when the tree dies in front of you.
I refuse to believe this Great Deku Tree. It is true. I will pass away soon. I have been able to tell you of these important matters.
Oh, that's the tree, man.
Oh.
He don't talk.
Oh. That's right.
Please do not grieve for me.
You both are Hyrule's final hope.
Go to Hyrule Castle. There thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Link, take this stone. The stone that the man wanted so much, he casted the curse on me. The future depends upon thee. Link, thou art courageous.
I feel like we're reading the Bible a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
No.
It's the Zelda Bible.
Oh, okay. Link, the boy of destiny, it has been an honor to be able to call you family. Oh, that was him. You messing up.
Yeah.
You never had a chance to meet your mother. And seeing how you've grown.
Where's his pants at?
Link don't wear pants.
Makes me think of how proud she would have been.
Oh.
Navigate the ferry. Help Link carry out my will. Life is going to get tougher from now on. Be the change you want to see in this world. Go. And do not falter. My children.
My children.
Now he's dead.
Aw. Thank you, Great Deku Tree. I would not fail. To Hyrule Castle, Link. He's sad.
Yeah, that was like his father figure.
Yeah.
It raised him.
Give him him a hug or something.
You can't.
Why?
I mean, it's dead. It's a tree. Big tree.
You can hug trees.
Oh, I guess you can. Well, that's a big tree, though, babe.
So what? Give it a hug. Aw. I knew you would leave someday. Who's that?
That's one of the elf girls that lived in the village with him.
Oh.
Link was just always different, but she was his only friend.
It's because you're different from me and my friends. But that's okay. Because I love you.
I think she gives him the ocarina.
We'll be friends forever. Why would she give him the ocarina? Well,
It's like something he can remember her by or
okay.
something.
A little instrument he plays.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you my ocarina. Oh. Please take care of it. When you play it, I want you to remember us. Whenever you're alone, remember the happy moments here. Home is never far away when you have happy memories. So come back to the forest when you can. Okay.
You know, that seems pretty odd to me as well, that throughout this whole series, like, they always make Zelda the main girl, and he's never pursued or he never had a relationship with Zelda. But
in
then,
the cartoon, they did.
yeah, well, but even in the cartoon, she didn't like him.
No, she didn't.
Right. And so even with like this, this clearly shows that this girl, Saria, she likes Link, and that she gave him a keepsake for him to have forever. And they never, like, pursued, like, a romance or anything, even when he was, like, adult Link.
When he was what?
Like, adult Link.
Oh, okay.
It's always just been Zelda, Zelda, Zelda.
I'm glad he at least had a friend.
Yeah, I think she was, like, his only friend.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
With a heavy heart, Link bids farewell to the only father he had ever known. The Great Deku Tree withered away. As Link tried to leave the forest, he is stopped by Mido, who immediately starts blaming him for the death of their beloved father.
He was an asshole. He could have killed him.
Feeling immensely guilty, Link gathered his courage and left behind the only life he knew. He embarks on his journey to meet the princess and gather the remaining spiritual stones. After risking his life to gather all the necessary keys, Link stood before the legendary Master Sword. He thought drawing the blade would prevent Ganondorf from getting the Triforce, but in reality, he will only give Ganondorf what he wants. Link's childhood flashed before his eyes. Unused to his new body, he stumbled out of the Temple of Time. What he saw shocked him to the very core. Everything had been destroyed. This was not supposed to happen. The plan he and Zelda made was to ensure Ganondorf could not get to the Triforce. The guilt slowly starts to settle in. He realizes all that time he had lost sleeping could have been spent preventing the slaughter of the innocent. And now he had nothing. He was a child trapped in the body of an adult.
Wow.
Link, remembering the words of Rauru and Sheik, embarks on his journey to awaken the sages. After awakening his childhood friend, Link is confronted by the Deku Tree sprout.
I remember that.
Without realizing the weight of his words, the sprout cheerfully tells Link a secret that had been hidden from him all this time. He tells Link his whole life was a lie. He was
Wow.
not a Kokiri, and his real parents were dead.
Wow.
Mido was right when he said Link was an outcast, a fraud.
But he looked like one of them.
In that
but
moment,
they knew.
Link's soul is shattered.
Mm.
He does not belong anywhere. He's just a tool, toyed with by fate. He has no other purpose than saving the world and be discarded.
Wow. So
And you know
that's you know what? I think you kind of mentioned that because like even with the princess not having a relationship with him, because you mentioned it on one of the last episodes. It's like he did all of that and it's like nothing, you know, and it's like still discarding him, like he, you know, oh,
Right.
you did a favor for us, you did this, and now bye bye.
But that's always the case because there's so many of these Legend of Zelda games, and each game is a different iteration of Link, and every iteration of Link is always the same. He's like a tool that's used by the gods or Hyrule or whatever to get rid of the enemies, and then it's like,
Okay, we don't need you.
yeah,
anymore.
we don't need you anymore. Go,
Pish posh.
yeah, pish
peasant.
posh, go about your business.
That's messed up.
And so that's why I
And
was
he seemed
saying,
like a good
but
guy.
that's why I was saying, like, he deserves his kingdom. He deserves Hyrule. He deserves to marry Zelda. He deserves to have a romance or something
Right.
like that. And they don't put that kind of aspect in his character.
He's just being used.
Yeah, he's just being used.
This bitter revelation stays with him until the very end, where he finally confronts the King of Evil, Ganondorf. Link's entire life revolved around this very moment. After a long battle, Link finally manages to put an end to the 7-year-long reign of the King of Evil. The king is sealed in the Sacred Realm, and peace returns to Hyrule.
The Master Sword forced Link to sleep for 7 years after enlisting the spirits of the 7 sages. Link and Zelda were able to defeat the King of Evil, but at a great cost. All of the friends Link made when he was a child had sacrificed their lives in the hope of giving Zelda and Link a chance to seal Ganondorf in the Twilight Realm. Wow. Yikes.
Yeah, so he killed Ganondorf or seal him away in the future. But then that's when Zelda was like, I'm going to send him back to the past so he can
Wow. Live his childhood.
Right.
Oh. The kingdom and most of Hyrule are now in ruins. Zelda feels immensely guilty for dooming her people and taking away...
Oh, sorry.
I thought you had paused it. I read slow. Taking away the childhood of someone she held dearly in her heart. Zelda meets with the hero she loves one more time in the Sacred Realm, knowing that what she will do next will erase her from existence. So apparently Zelda does love him.
Not in like the romance way.
Oh.
Because, I mean, she's only doing this because she feels guilty for, forcing him to come to the future and all that other shit.
Thank you, Link. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Thus, Peace will once again regain in this world. For a time. Wow. All of the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young, I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. I dragged you into this too. Now it's time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with the Ocarina. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. It's time for us to say good. Oh, he proposing? Oh.
He ain't proposing. He's just kneeling.
Now go home, Link. Regain your lost time. Will he remember though?
Yeah, he goes back to being a child and he remembers everything.
Where you're supposed to be. The way you are supposed to be. Thank you, Link, for everything. We will always remember you as the hero who saved Hyrule. How you gonna remember you gone? You wiping yourself from existence. Oh, I remember we came in on this.
Right, yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh.
And then yeah, he goes to the kid
Yeah.
Zelda.
Realizing the mistake she made, Zelda decides to send Link back in time to allow him to relive his childhood. But unbeknownst to the princess, that was the worst thing she could do to him. Link felt like he had nowhere to return to. His childhood was already lost. Most of the people he had met in his life no longer knew of him. To the hero, it felt like his achievements were erased.
Because they kind of were. Because they didn't know who he was. Remember when
Yeah.
we were
Oh
watching
yeah,
it?
yeah. When he went to back to the kingdom,
Yeah.
and they pointed the swords and stuff at him.
But the worst of all, his dear companion Navi left. Shocked but determined to ensure that the future could never happen, Link immediately set course for the castle.
Wait, his fairy left him?
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that, but
I guess because originally he didn't have her.
you're right.
After warning the princess, Link decided to redo many of the events he had partaken in as a child. He knew that time travel had undone most of his interventions and that his allies remained in danger. But after reliving the events, the reality of losing his fairy companion started to hit Link. He was alone. Unable to cope with the loss of his friend, Link sets out on a journey to find Navi. But instead of finding her, he is once again confronted by destiny. The demon known as Majora would destroy the world if he did not intervene.
All right, so that's the end of this compilation, and then of course it's going to go into the second half of the game, which is Majora's Mask. Because if you remember in the first Major Link video that we were watching, when he was an adult and came back to Hyrule, when he went back to the forest, one of the friends that he met was like that crazy
Black-looking
scarecrow.
elf
Right? Yeah, exactly.
thing.
And so this is going to give a little bit more insight as far as who that person is and
Okay.
how they came to be friends.
Okay.
But what did you think overall from the first half
I
of the
thought
story?
it was very helpful.
Okay.
Because when we were first watching the Zelda series, I kind of felt like I was thrown into it. There were so many missing pieces that didn't make sense to me, and you tried to explain it to me, but it was best to see for myself. So
Okay.
it really put together some missing puzzle pieces for
Okay,
me.
good,
Yeah,
good.
very helpful.
Well, hopefully we can go ahead and start doing some Zelda playthroughs or even more reactions to the game music, because that's one of the things that I absolutely love about the Zelda series, which is the music. There's a
Okay.
great soundtrack.
Cool.
So guys, make sure you stay tuned for that. And of course, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let us know what you thought about this compilation, as well as your overall thoughts and feelings about the Zelda series. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time. Take care. Peace.